Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning, and welcome to Storytime. Thank you so much for joining in. Happy Monday wherever you are. Thank you for being here, and I hope that indeed you're ready for a wonderful week together. And we do have some amazing books coming up. And our one for today is coming back after about 6 months. I was just checking, and I'm excited for that one to come back. It is a beautiful one. I hope that you had a lovely weekend. Please share with us. Let us know how it went. Let us know how you are doing, and if you've gone back to school, I hope that everything is going well. If you're back in full swing, wherever you're doing your lessons from, I hope that it is going okay. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime, and welcome. I had a good weekend myself, and thank you indeed, but always looking forward to be here on Storytime with you. Today, we bring back one of my favorites here on Storytime. This one is called Things to Do. This one is coming to you from Elaine Magliaro and illustrations by Catia Chien. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, this one is coming to you from Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Welcome to Storytime. Happy Monday to you and yours. And I'm glad that we're here together because we have things to do. Thank you so much for being here. Please stick around. Let us enjoy together. Grab what you need right now to make your Storytime experience even better. Thank you so much for joining us. Where are you today? Let us see who is here with us this morning, ready for a beautiful story. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning to you, Amanda. How are you doing? And you say, hello, Storytime friends. Everyone is asleep except for me this morning. Good weekend, it seems like a good weekend. Thank you so much for joining in. The weather is cool right now in Seattle, and the wildfire smoke is starting to clear up, thankfully. Well, thankful indeed. And yes, I'm glad that it's clearing out. And I think there was some storm that came into Southern California and pushing up some rain up a little bit, I think, up the coast. So I hope that that continues and we continue to have more moisture and that can dampen those fires. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to you. How are you today? Of course, we're going to say good morning to you, Bia, as well. And of course, Marlon and Nate, thank you so much for joining in Storytime late when you're awake. Thank you for being here. Good morning to you, Amanda. How are you doing, Amanda? Where's Sarah and Nathan from Bright and Brisk, Illinois? Love it. Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to you. How are you doing today? Thank you for being here. And indeed, I hope you had a good weekend. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Absolutely love it. Good morning to you, Pamela Courtney. How are you doing? Thank you so much much for joining in. Of course, Braylon and Chad and Auntie Pam, please do check your email. I sent something in there, and let's see where we push on from there. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Braylon and Chad out in Nakitosh, Louisiana. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime. Appreciations to you. And you say we're looking forward to today's story. It is a good one, and I'm excited too. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Welcome out in Nakitosh, Louisiana. How is it today out there? How is your weather? Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Good morning to you, Soraya. Oh my goodness. Lots of work for the tooth fairy today, I can see. Good morning to you, Soraya. You just lost your front tooth. Well, congratulations. Thank you for joining in Storytime today. Glad you're here. And indeed, yes, growth happening. Milestones happening. Thank you so much for being here. I can see clearly, Soraya, that you have things to do, and we'll be getting started with that one very, very shortly. Coming to you from Elaine Magliaro and Catia Chien, and of course being read with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Get comfortable, get cozy, and get ready for our story for today. Join me on the other side of this short break. We'll get started with our story for today. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime. Welcome.
Hey, this is Timothy Goodspeed of the Soapbox Salute. I'm the one who wrote Storytime's theme song. If you'd like to hear more of my protest folk music, you can check out the links below on Instagram or at my website. You are watching Storytime with Mr. LaMotta.
Oh, thank you, Timothy. Thank you indeed. Yes, please do check out Tim's music at the soapboxsalute.com and also on all your platforms, streaming platforms is there. Spotify, all of them. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And indeed, this song, from the time Tim shared it, I loved it. And it is good to start with it in the morning every time. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning to you, Veronica Pittman. Oh my goodness, how are you doing? It has been a while. I hope that you're well. Good to see you here on Storytime with us. Yes, indeed. And you just reminded me now. Yes, we need to bring back those good books here on Storytime some more. Thank you. And hopefully you can join us next time too on Storytime. Good to see you. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, Marietta, good morning to you, Massachusetts. Henry, back at school. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. Well, thank you indeed for joining in Storytime. And how is the work going on that studio? Thank you so much for joining in. I hope you are able to make some good headway. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. Things to do. This one coming to you from Elaine Magliaro and illustrations by Catia Chien. And we're reading it with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Are you ready? All right, here we go. Things to do. Things to do. Written by Elaine Magliaro. Illustrations by Catia Chien. Read with permission and published by Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Things to do. I love Catia Chien's illustrations. Things to do if you're dawn. Shoo away night. Wash the eastern sky with light. Wake the sleeping sun. Rise and shine. That sounds like a fun job that dawn has, isn't it? Shoo away the night. Wash the eastern sky with light. Wake the sleeping sun. Rise and shine. Rouse resting roosters. Set songbirds singing. Let dreams drift away. Start a new day. Oh, I want that job. Let dreams drift away. Start a new day. Oh. Things to do if you're birds. Well, apart from singing in the morning, go find your breakfast. It's strewn on the lawn. Better come get it before it's all gone. Stretch out your wings on the brightening sky. Morning's upon us. Get ready to fly. Doesn't that sound beautiful? Stretch your wings, stretch out your wings on the brightening sky. Morning's upon us. Get ready to fly. Things to do if you're a honeybee. What's there to do? Well, flit among flowers. Sip nectar for hours. Oh. Be yellow and fuzzy. Stay busy. Be buzzy. Be yellow and fuzzy. Things to do if you're a honeybee. Flit among flowers. Sip nectar for hours. Be yellow and fuzzy. Stay busy. Be buzzy. Things to do if you're an acorn. What's there to do if you're an acorn? Well, wear a bumpy round cap and a starched brown coat. Grow plump and ripen. Snap from the stem. I want a nice brown coat too. Oh, Acorn, share. And off you go, for to the forest floor below. Tempt a scavenging squirrel. Let him bury you in a bed of earth, beneath a blanket of moldering leaves. Dream the winter away. Then, in spring, sprout. Let the oak out. And if you remember from Tiny Giant, because of an acorn, you know the work of an acorn is not done. There's so much more. Yes, dream the winter away. Then in spring, sprout. Let the oak out. Things to do if you're a snail. Slowly, slowly take your time. Slide along your trail of slime. The wonders of your world are small. Don't hurry by. Enjoy them all. Isn't that great advice for all of us? The wonders of your world are small. Times are fleeting. Don't hurry by. Enjoy them all. That does sound peaceful, doesn't it? Things to do if you're a snail. Slowly, slowly take your time. Slide along your trail of slime. The wonders of your world are small, tiny, petite. Don't hurry by. Enjoy them all. Things to do if you're the sun. Be big and round and bold and bright. Oh my. Wear a crown of golden light. Shower down warm yellow rays. Rule the sky on summer days. I think the sun exerted its power a little too much these last few days here. Rein back in. Things to do if you're the sun. Be big and round and bold and bright. Wear a crown a golden light. Shower down warm yellow rays. Rule the sky on summer days. Oh, yes, indeed. Things to do if you're the sky. Oh my. Stay clear and blue. Let the sun smile down. Don't grow grumpy, gray, and frown. Maybe here we might need you to grow a little grumpy and frown out here. Thank you so much. Don't scramble storm clouds. Don't grumble and complain. Don't stab the ground with lightning. Don't rain. Don't rain. I think here we need you to do that here in California for sure. Things to do if you're the sky. Stay clear and blue. Let the sun smile down. Don't grow grumpy, gray, and frown. Things to do if you're an eraser. Be pliable and pink. If I draw before I think, rub out every mistake that I happen to make. That's what your job's all about. Go on, wear yourself out. Oh yes, go on, eraser, wear yourself out. Yes, be pliable and pink. If I draw before I think, rub out every mistake that I happen to make. That's what your job's all about. Go on, wear yourself out. Things to do if you're scissors. Open wide your silver jaws. Then snap them shut. Open, shut, open, shut. Snip, snap, snip. Action. Cut. Oh, yes, indeed. Things to do if you're scissors. Things to do if you are rain. Oh, my. Polka dot sidewalks. Freckle window panes. Whoosh down gutter spouts. Patter round the porch in slippers of gray. Tap dance on the roof, then go away. Yes, indeed, things to do if you're rain. Tap dance on the roof. Yes. Patter round the porch in slippers of gray. Things to do if you're boots. Splish in paddles, splash on the walk. Make the fallen raindrops talk. Yes, indeed. Things to do if you're boots. Things to do if you're an orb spider. Weave a web of silken strands with spinnerets. You don't need hands. No, you don't. A silver net, a sticky snare, a clever trap that's light as air. Weave a web, then watch and wait upon your woven dinner plate. No need to hunt to catch your prey. A meal will soon be on its way. I love that. Weave the web of silken strands with spinnerets. You don't need hands. A silver net, a sticky snare, a clever trap that's light as air. Weave a web, then watch and wait upon your woven dinner plate. No need to hunt to catch your prey. A meal will soon be on its way. Ah, isn't that wonderful? So many amazing things in nature. Things to do if you're crickets. Yes, quiet. Fills the summer night. Fireflies dot the dark with light. Birds are nestled in the trees. The world is still. There is no breeze. Tune your instruments and sigh. Bid this balmy day goodbye. Rub wings and sing a lullaby. Aw. Yes, things to do if you're a cricket. Tune your instruments and sigh. Bid this balmy day goodbye. Rub wings and sing a lullaby. Ah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Things to do if you're the moon. Live in the sky, be bold or be shy. Wax and wane in your starry terrain. Be a circle of light, just a silver of white. Now hide in the shadows and vanish from sight. Look like a pearl when you're brimful and bright. Hang in the darkness, dazzle the night. Yes, things to do if you're the moon. Live in the sky, be bold or be shy. Wax and wane in your starry terrain. Be a circle of light, just a sliver of light. Or hide in the shadows and vanish from sight. Look like a pearl when you're brimful and bright. Hang in the darkness, dazzle the night. Yes, indeed. Things to do if you are the moon. And that's the end of our story today. I absolutely love this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. I am glad that we were here together as always for another story time. Thank you for being here indeed. Things to do. I want you to think of some of the things to do if you are you. Yes. What are those things that you love to do? What are those things that you're able to do right now? I hope that you get to enjoy them. I hope that this day is full of good things for you, good things to do for you. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Absolutely appreciate you. A wonderful book indeed. And yeah, just I appreciate it so much. And I think with the snail too, it's always just such a great reminder, that part of this book for me, because I think every one of us kind of tends to move a little too quickly at times. And I just love that reminder to slowly take your time. Slide along on your trail of slime. The wonders of your world are small. Don't hurry by. Enjoy them all. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. I love this so much, and I'm glad that we were here together indeed to enjoy another book. Thank you so much for joining in, and I'm glad you are here. Please remember to join us again tomorrow when we are back for another exciting story. And this time we're bringing back the award-winning book, A Place Inside of Me, award-winning poem. This one coming from a good friend of Storytime, Zeta Elliott, and it is illustrated by Noah Denman. Come in and join in for this one and have some fun together. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. And this one will be reading with permission of Farah Strauss and Giroux. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime. Join me tomorrow as we find that place inside of all of us, that beautiful place inside all of us. Thank you so much for joining in Storytime today. And indeed, I hope you did enjoy Things to Do today. Coming to you from Elaine Magliaro and, of course, Catia Chien, and of course, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime with us. Let us see who was this morning enjoying that wonderful wonderful story. Thank you indeed. You're saying, hope everyone had a nice weekend. Thank you, Marietta. And of course, Henry, I hope that school is enjoyable so far. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. Absolutely love it. This is a new story for us. Love it so much. Yes, we'll check the email and ongoing prayers for everyone affected by the heat and fires. Well, thank you so much. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Pamela, Courtney, Braylon, and Chad, Auntie Ann, everybody else joining us from Natchitoches, Louisiana. We thank you, and indeed thank you for those positive vibes, and indeed your wonderful prayers going to everybody that is affected right now. Thank you so much by the heat and of course the fires. Thank you. Appreciate you. I hope that you do have a wonderful day today indeed. Thank you so much. Oh, the boys are wondering if this is fiction, non-fiction, informational, or combined. Oh my goodness. Anybody want to chime in with that? I love it. Pamela, Courtney, I love it. I love it that you have so many of these beautiful conversations with the boys. I just love it so much. Please, anybody join into this conversation and let us know what you think, because there's so much with this book. I feel like it falls in so many categories, but let's see what you have to say first of all. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time. As a parent, really need to remember to slow down and appreciate all the little things. Appreciations. Thank you indeed for joining in Story Time. Absolutely appreciate you. To everybody that is joining in Story Time, thank you for being here. I know you could be many places else, but you're here with us, being a part of this wonderful community. Thank you. And indeed, we send out love to everybody and enjoy indeed. I hope that you enjoy the day that is ahead. And I hope that all the things you want to do happen today, or indeed we make dents into them, we make progress on that to-do list. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am glad that we were here together. Looking forward to many more stories together. Remember to join in tomorrow for A Place Inside of Me. I hope that you do have a wonderful day indeed today. And the question remains, what do people think? What are you saying? Yes, was this fiction, non-fiction, informational, or was it combined? I love it. And you know, books don't fall like some can be easily put into one category, others will go across many. So I wonder what you're thinking for this one. Please share, and remember to come back here with us tomorrow and we can share more information. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you for being here with us. And of course, to Marietta, I appreciate that. Yes, slowing down. As a parent, really need to remember to slow down and appreciate all the things around. Thank you so much for being here. Have a lovely day today. Thank you, Veronica Pittman. Good to see you here again. Thank you for joining in, and I hope that everybody is okay out where you are. Yes, indeed. And of course, Soraya, the sticky spider, thank you so much for joining us out here in Oakland. Thank you so much for joining in today. And of course, Amanda West, thank you for joining us. Sarah and Nathan, thank you for being here with us on Storytime. Absolutely appreciate you. And of course, one more time, good morning, Amanda Waltman out in Seattle. I'm glad that the day is cool and indeed enjoy your morning. And of course, sending love to everybody else once they are awake. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime. This has been Storytime for today. Looking forward to exciting times again. More stories together, beginning with this one tomorrow, A Place Inside of Me. Coming back from Zeta Elliott and Noah Denman, and of course, Farah Strauss and Giroux. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime. Much love to each and every one of you. I will see you again tomorrow for more Storytime. Bye-bye.
It brings to life your favorite stories with this great big smile. You won't live lonely, you won't just start all the reading. We just can't wait to be hearing. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some with people that look like me, others very different from the way that I look and think. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories, some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories, some with people who look like me, others very different from the way that I look and think. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories, some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Ooh. Story time. Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh. He brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.